All right, in the studio right now we have Denzel Davis. How you doing, bro?
Doing well, man. How you doing?
I'm all right. So you're not originally from Phoenix. You're a Southern California cat.
Yeah, I'm from San Bernardino.
So is San Bernardino considered like part of the LA scene, or do you have like a separate?
Nah, it's just separate. It's in the Empire.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's a separate little scene out there.
Are there a lot of MCs that come out of there, or that are developing, and we just don't know?
Honestly, it's a lot of rappers that rap out there, but I haven't been out there in so long, so I don't really know what the market is like or what it looked like. But I got family that be doing music and stuff like that. So
how long have you been here in Phoenix?
I've been here since 2008, and tomorrow actually is gonna mark the 9th year I've been here.
Tell us a little bit about the album that you dropped so far.
I just dropped Muggsy Bones. So a little bit about Muggsy Bones is it's like I took his story and I mixed it with my story, and it was like just basically like I got inspiration from it. So it was like I seen his hustle and seen his struggles and everything that he had to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of felt like I was in a similar situation, like as far as like the music goes. Like he plays ball and I do the music, so I'm seeing like my struggles and seeing the things that I overcome. And it's just like if you never give up, you can achieve anything that you want to do.
What is different about the scene in San Bernardino or in California in general versus here? Like,
well, in Dino it's just a lot of negativity. So like everybody's just caught up in like gang banging and selling drugs. So it's a real poor city. So out here it's more opportunities. So like what made me came out here was my mom was out here.
Okay.
And she was telling me, she was like, yo, you'll have a better life living out here than you would living in Dino. So I was like, let me check it out. So came out here and I ain't go back. So I've been here since.
So why not go to maybe LA versus coming here? That seems
LA is expensive, you know what I mean? So here it's like it's cheaper to live, and I didn't know nobody in LA. So like all my family were all from one area. So we don't have family in LA or anything like that where I can just up and just leave and go to LA. If I would have up and just left to go to LA, I would have been homeless. So it was just better. It was a better opportunity for me to come here.
And just for people who have maybe never been to Southern California in our audience, San Bernardino is like an hour from LA?
Yeah, like an hour. It's an hour away. You have to go through San Bernardino to get to LA.
Okay.
So
if you're leaving from Phoenix.
If you're leaving from Phoenix or getting on the I-10 and going west.
Okay. What do you like about the music scene here that might be unique to Phoenix or the independent music scene here?
It's just everybody grinds. Like, it's a nonstop thing. Everybody grinds. Everybody makes music. Some music sounds the same. Some music sounds different. Like, you just find individuals that you connect with. Like, everybody's cool out here. Like, it's just real chill and laid back. It's competitive as well. You know, you have your people that think that they're better than other artists and stuff like that. But it's just a lovely market out here. That's just how I feel about it. I feel like it's a lot of opportunity if you really have a goal and a vision and you sit down and put a plan together, you can execute it. And Phoenix can be the next big market, just like a LA or Atlanta or Chicago or whatever you want to call it.
Does Phoenix, to you at least, I don't know because I'm not constantly listening to underground or indie hip hop all the time, but does Phoenix have like a sound like Atlanta had a sound or New Orleans had a sound or something like that? Or
I would say not really, because like everybody's like trying to make that one song that sounds like Atlanta or something like that to like impress like the record labels. But you do have cats that like have like that's been here that have like their own sound that's unique and stuff like that, but they don't get the recognition that they deserve.
Such as
just getting put out there, like, you know, like if you're different and you don't fit the bill of like what's going on, like everybody's doing turn up, you know what I mean? So if your music doesn't fit in there, you're not gonna get that recognition that you deserve. You know, you gotta work harder to get the recognition.
What do you think is the thing that artists like yourself need the most, like to be able to be effective or to promote your stuff, or what?
It's just meeting the right people, you know, and just because everybody needs help. Like everybody's had help to get to the position that they're in, you know what I mean? So it's just meeting that right person and that right person is just being honest with you and just giving you the opportunity, like not give you a handout, but like respect your grind and see that you are working hard and that you are good at what you do.
Who are some MCs that you maybe admire and maybe you're modeling yourself after?
I love Tupac. I love Ice Cube. I'm a big fan of J. Cole. Those are like the ones that I mainly listen to. I love DJ Quick. Like I'm big on like the West Coast scene. So
yeah, I was about to say. Well, I think all those are like West
except
Coast,
for J. Cole. You know, I'm big on like the West Coast scene because I grew up. You from me? I was born in 1990, so like I grew up in the 90s. Like
I feel very old right now.
Yeah, listening to all the 90s music. I'm a big R&B fan as well. So growing up with a mother, you know, house full of females, that's all they play.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so Keith Sweat, R. Kelly,
mm-hmm.
Babyface, you name it. I probably done heard like dang all of them albums.
Do you get to tour at all? Have you gotten?
I did a tour. I want to say like I toured the South like I want to say like a couple years ago. I toured the South. We had hit Alabama, Mississippi, Florida. We had hit some parts of Atlanta, but it wasn't like downtown Atlanta. I mean Georgia, my fault. Some parts of Georgia, but it wasn't in Atlanta. So it was like a mini tour.
Okay. What was the reception that you got?
It was dope because I was different. You know, coming from the West Coast, everybody in the South, you know, the music that they make is all similar. So me being a conscious hip hop, like it was dope. Like they reacted good to it, but they were kind of thrown off. Like,
what do you mean they
like,
were thrown off?
Who is this? Like, you know, like intrigued by it. Like,
oh, so because you're from the West Coast, they weren't expecting you to. They were expecting you probably to be like a gangbanger.
Yeah, they're expecting me to have like the gangster music, and then when I hit them with some conscious stuff, they're like, "Oh shoot, this is dope."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you working on anything new or?
Yeah, we got a new EP that I'm working on that I'm planning on releasing later on in the year. And it's just right now I'm just doing a lot of videos for the Muggsy Bones project that we're going to get ready to put together and release. And just a lot of shows. I got a show coming up April 29th, America's Most Wanted 3 at the Monarch Theater. Okay. So I'll be performing there. And then I want to say June 10th, I'll be opening up for Too Short. So.
Okay, cool.
We got some stuff.
Where is that show going to be at?
I think it's at BKL Live in Scottsdale. I haven't got all the details for it yet.
Okay.
We got some stuff in the works.
Do you find that maybe when you do shows, well, have you done shows in Scottsdale before?
Yeah, I've done Wasted Grain. I performed there.
Okay.
A company called BMW ENT. Did a couple shows with them at Wasted Grain.
Do you find in different parts of the valley, maybe the vibe is different?
Yeah, it's way different. Scottsdale is way different.
So, like, how?
I would say Scottsdale's real tough. They're a real tough crowd. Like, to get their attention and to keep their attention. Mm-hmm. It's like, if you don't get their attention within, like, the first, 5 seconds, they're not interested in anything you have to say.
Huh. Do you find that the Scottsdale crowd is wider or not necessarily, or?
I don't know. I guess it just depends on the venue and where you're at. Like, I don't really pay attention to, like, if it's more white, more black, more Mexican. I just...
Sometimes you probably can't even see who's out there.
Yeah,
it's just
so it's like the lights are in my face, and I just go out there and just do my thing. It's just hip-hop. It's just hip-hop. It's just some people feel your music and some people don't.
Besides Radio Phoenix, are there other maybe local stations here that you find give local artists a chance?
Support District Radio, Icon Radio.
Okay.
We got Arizona Mixtapes. They play local music all day.
Do you find that stations here are more likely to take a chance on local artists like you versus stations in California?
I haven't really reached out to stations in California, so I've just been building back here because this is where I live, so I gotta build my fan base here, and then, you feel me, we start stepping outside the region.
Okay. If people want to stay in contact with you or find out where you're playing,
it's easy. I got my website. You can find me at www.denzeldavis.com. It got all my social media links. It got my stores to, if you want to buy CDs, if you want to buy merch, you want to see what shows I got coming up, little sneak previews on my videos and everything like that, you just go there.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for being here, man.
No problem, man. I appreciate you having me.
Cool.